Welcome back to Embassy News. I'm Ben Dover and I'm joined with
Jack Goff, Vice President of Agriculture at Princeton University.
And we're here to talk about the Syrian border crisis with the U.S. going out of Syria. What's your opinion on this crisis?
I think it could be disastrous for President Trump and all of America, as he's being very rude towards the government of Iran and everyone in Syria.
Very interesting view. How are you going to say that this is going to impact the impeachment inquiry?
I think this could actually help in the impeachment, as we really want to impeach Trump, and this could only increase his chance of being impeached.
Do you know how many troops were put into Syria?
I heard that there's from 20,000 to 50,000 troops that were in Syria.
Lastly, do you think the U.S. are at fault for this war?
Absolutely. If we never withdrew the troops, then this war would have never started.
Thank you for joining us this evening. Have a good night.
Oh my god, I dropped my AirPod.
Where'd you get that?
Dude, I got it from Wish.
No way! I got this hat from Wish.
You got the hat from Wish?
I got this hat from Wish.
There's no way!
Bro, this Trump shirt's only $3.
Dude, no way! These Trump socks are only 90 cents! 90! We have to
Shit,
buy it.
We have to buy it.
Medium?
Yep.
Medium? Random
It's in the
color?
cart. It's in the
Pleasure
cart.
doing business with you, sir.
Hello everybody, my name is John Channity. We have breaking news tonight as President Donald J. Trump has in fact removed troops from Syria. While the liberals are calling this dangerous to our foreign relations with the Kurds and Iran, they aren't mentioning how this is strengthening our ties with Russia and is safer for our military. The president is claiming that this decision to withdraw troops from Syria is both strategically brilliant and safer for our military. Both the Kurds and Syrians have been raising armies along their borders, with the United States' small troops in between. The president is claiming that there are between 20 and 50 troops that were removed and nothing more, unlike liberal media that is claiming that it is far, far more. The liberal media, however, has been quick to judge the president's actions, claiming that helping a foreign government at the expense of the other is extremely dangerous, and are even going as far as to call it a constitutional crisis. In a public opinion survey done by Politico.com, 37% of Americans support Trump's removal of the troops, while 43% do not. 20% don't really have an opinion. This representative survey shows what the citizens of the United States feel about Trump's decision to remove the troops. I'm joined here today by Jack Goff, the Vice President of Agriculture at Princeton University. Thanks for being on the show, Jack.
No problem.
So I just want to talk to you about, you were on Ben Dover's show last night, and you said some pretty interesting things I want to talk to you about. When you were on his show, you claimed that Trump removed 20 to 50,000 troops from Syria, when in fact, his administration has stated it's only been 20 to 50. So where'd you get your numbers?
Well, I heard it from someone that there was 20 to 50. It's not confirmed, but I heard it from someone.
Okay, and who might that someone be?
Friend.
Yeah. You said this will also contribute to the impeachment process because it's unconstitutional, claiming it is a constitutional crisis. What in the Constitution does not give the president the right to do this?
It doesn't necessarily say it in the Constitution, but from what I believe, this could help the impeachment process.
You also said that the removal of troops is truly what started the war between the Kurds and Syria, when in fact tensions had been brewing there for years now. So how did our withdrawal really fuel the fire?
I think it could have had a smaller effect on the war. I didn't mean to say it in that kind of way. I meant that it could have sort of an effect on it.
That doesn't make sense.
From personal opinion and the public opinion, we all believe that this is what could have caused the war.
Liberals, am I right? Thank you for joining us tonight on this edition of Channity. It was a very interesting guest we just had, but you know, the source is the source. So join us tomorrow night as I interview Kanye West about his recent Christian album and his support for Donald Trump's 2020 election.
Good evening, and we're joined back here with Embassy News. And I'm Ben Dover. I'm joined back here with Embassy News. I'm joined back here with Embassy News. Good evening, I'm joined back here with NBC News. Good evening, we're joined back here with MSNBC News, and I'm Ben Dover.
I'm
joined
Jack.
with... wasn't done. My name is Ben Dover, and I'm joined with
Jack Goff.
Good evening. We're joined back here with MSNBC News, and I'm Ben Dover, joined with...
Why are you so...
Do you think the U.S. are at fault for this war against Syria and Turkey? Do you think the U.S. are absolutely at fault for the...
No, that's just like...
37. Wait, done by Politico.